Hey, welcome to Two Doctors Homestead. My name's Daniel, and it's another beautiful triple-digit 100-degree day out here in Texas, sitting in my favorite spot, the shade under this tree in my backyard. You see the pigs in the background, so I've been thinking philosophically and wanted to share some of that in this video. In 1889, Oscar Wilde wrote the essay, The Decay of Lying, and in it he said, life imitates art far more than art imitates life. And that's really where I want to go with this. Is life imitating art, or is art imitating life? And let's kind of jump into that, and I'll let you know where I'm going with this. So if you look at Star Trek, the original Star Trek series debuted in 1966. I figure most folks are at least somewhat familiar with Star Trek, Enterprise, Captain Kirk. Lots of great technology that was all a big fantasy, really, in 1966. The idea that someday, at some point in the future, we will be exploring the galaxy, the universe, flying through spaceships and have all this amazing technology and go on all these awesome adventures, right? And that influenced life. That art influenced life more than life influenced that art necessarily, even though arguably the series certainly played on a lot of things going on in the world, politics and social issues in general. You know, that art influenced life. If you look at the invention of the phone, so Martin Cooper, the inventor of the first handheld phone in the 1970s, said Star Trek inspired his invention. So you look at Star Trek and everything that came after, all the great sci-fi series, that inspired an entire generation to develop the technology, develop flip phones and, you know, iPhones and iPads and all the great stuff you saw on Star Trek that was a fantasy at the time, inspired life, inspired people to grow up and say, I can build that, I can make that technology true. And there's actually major tech companies that have been trying to make teleportation a reality for a long time. I don't know if they've given up at some point, but they even looked at the teleporters, right? All of that was inspired by science fiction, right? It inspired a generation to look into the future, look to the stars, explore the galaxy. So that was in the 1960s going forward. You look at where we're at now, a lot of dystopian, right? Where's the space exploration? Where's the bright future? Where's the great advances we're all going to make when we grow up, and the children are going to be inspired towards greatness and beauty and life and this amazing future we're all supposed to have, right? Well, I looked it up. You know, it's not hard to find if you go to IMDb. The top 512 dystopian movies, right? 512, and I'm sure there's more out there. And you look at quick Google search, it's not hard to find the top 50 dystopian TV series. I think it's more than just, you know, The Walking Dead, Black Mirror, you pick it. Hundreds and hundreds of dystopian movies, dystopian TV series. I think it's more than just a genre, right? You could say that you know, Hollywood is producing content people want to see, and no doubt about that. There's a fascination, no doubt a fascination with dystopian, but I think it's more than that. I think it's more than just a fascination with the dystopian. And I've got some interesting numbers here. I like to throw the numbers out there. So 64% of people surveyed across 50 countries think we're in a climate emergency. I mean, how many things have you seen? How many times have you heard that in, 10 years it's going to be too late, we're all going to get wiped out? I think it's 98% of scientists or more, 99, whatever you want to call it, believe in climate change. They believe a climate emergency. In fact, I think our government is looking at bills up to $100 trillion to save the planet. They're even talking about blocking out the sun. You can believe that. I don't know if that was true, but I saw that. Going to block out the sun. We have to save the planet, right? 64% population thinks we're in a climate emergency. Stepping away for that for a second, if you look at the Halifax International Security Forum, found 73% of people across 33 countries expect World War III within the next 25 years. And that's pretty grim, World War III. I mean, talking probably nuclear war. Once again, a very dystopian outcome of World War III. That's 73% of people compared to the 64% of people that think we're in a climate emergency. And there's great dystopian movies about both of those. Taking it even further, Jerusalem Post, 47% of Christians think we're at the end times, and I've seen some different numbers on that, but that's Jerusalem Post numbers. 47% think this is it. This is the end times compared to the 64% that just think the climate's going to wipe us out, and I think mathematically there's some overlap there, and that's okay. You can think we're end times and the climate's going to wipe us out, as well as the 73% that think we're on the verge of World War III, if not there already. So let's take it another step. Let's go a little silly here. Pew Research finds that 65% of Americans, and this is something we don't talk about, right? 65% of Americans think that life exists on other planets. 51% of people believe that the reports from the military personnel are real. So they when you see the hearings in Congress saying we have captured alien bodies and we have alien technology and we're reverse engineering all that technology, which I could make another video on that if we want to go conspiracy theory, but maybe it's not, on the origins of our technology and aliens. You got to 51% of people believe that. Right, and 46% believe aliens are a threat to our national security. The aliens are here, the climate's going to wipe us out, World War III. It's all very dystopian, right? So you see the dystopian movies, you see a lot of dystopian movies, hundreds and hundreds of dystopian movies and TV shows, and you wonder, is life imitating art, or is art imitating life? Where's the bright future? Where's the shining stars of hope? When are we going to explore the other planets and alien civilizations, and we're all going to be friends and explore together, except maybe some of them, right? I saw some of the Star Trek. They weren't all friends, but we had these great spaceships and all this technology. Don't know, guys. Said I'm not trying to be depressing here. I'm just talking philosophically. Is life imitating art? Is art imitating life? Are we, a lot of people seem to believe, whether we talk about it publicly, and you see that dystopian. You see these dystopian movies. You see dystopian news. A lot of people are looking at the possibility of that as a future, and I'm just wondering, where's the art? Where's the happy ending for all of this? And sometimes I don't know. So not trying to depress you guys. I would say try to build your own future, your own bright star that you can look towards and look ahead. But there's just so much dystopian going on. You wonder, where did it all go? What happened between the 1960s and now that led us from we're going to explore the galaxy to it's all going to end and we're just trying to figure out what's going to do it, right? So I just wanted to share that moment of philosophy with you. I'm Gen X, where we tend to lean towards the dark anyway. Certainly other generations have, but I'm just wondering on that, where we go from here, where we go as a society, and what does it really mean? Are we really headed towards some sort of disaster? Is there this general feeling in the consciousness of everyone, or a high percentage of people, that hey, something's coming? We don't know what it is, right? But I feel like society has that feeling in general. Something bad's happening, and you wonder how much of that is driven by art, or how much of that art is driven by that just undercurrent, that deep feeling maybe many people have that something's coming. I mean, you see a lot of preppers out here, and I feel like preppers are driven by the same feeling of, hey, it feels like something's coming, I should prepare. And I know some people don't want to prepare. Some people are very optimistic, and that's good too. Maybe we all need a little more optimism and step away from the zombie apocalypse genre for a minute and try to imagine something better, right? Because I'm not seeing a lot of that out there. So don't know what to tell you on that, guys. Just want to share a little philosophy. Maybe it's the heat going. Just saw an interesting article. I hate to call it even a news article in the Telegraph, that apparently global warming is causing blood clots in people, which that's pretty terrifying. I thought something else was causing blood clots in people. I didn't realize it was the global warming. But I'm out. It's at 100 plus degrees. Nothing going on yet. So we'll have to see how that goes. But thank you for watching, and we appreciate you.